Good morning to everyone gathered here. Today is a special day as we celebrate the birthday of Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam, a true visionary who inspired countless individuals around the globe. As we gather here to share ideas and insights, I would like to reflect a powerful quote on Dr. Kalam. All of us do not have equal talent, but all of us have an equal opportunity to develop our talents. A pleasant morning to our distinguished guests, esteemed speakers and participants. Welcome to International Conference on Smart Next Gen Nanomaterial for Sustainable Development of Energy and Environment, an interdisciplinary approach.
Prayer is an invocation of the heart, a calling forth of divine energies to be manifested in one's life. Time spent in prayer refreshes, renews, and strengthens. Before we further advance into the day, I now call upon our department choir to lead us into prayer.
நீராறும் கடலுடுத்த நிலமடந்தை கெடிலொழுகும் சீராறும் வதனமென திகழ்பரத கண்டமிதில் தெக்கணமும் அது சிறந்த திராவிடனல் திருநாடும் தக்க சிறு பிறை நுதலும் தரித்தனரும் திலகமுமே அத்திலக வாசனை போல் அனைத்துலகும் இன்பமுற எத்திசையும் புகழ் மணக்க இருந்த பெரும் தமிழனெங்கே தமிழனெங்கே உன் சீரிழமை திறமையந்து செயல் மறந்து வாழ்த்ததுமே வாழ்த்ததுமே வாழ்த்ததுமே.
Light fades away darkness, highly symbolizes knowledge, wisdom, and free will. To solemnize this special invitation, we would like to entreat the dignitaries to illuminate the lamp.
Dignitaries. A warm welcome is the first sign of hospitality. Words of welcome fills an occasion with warmth. I now request Dr. K. Girija, Head Department of Physics, to deliver the welcome address.
A pleasant morning to everyone present here. It is my distinct honor and pleasure to welcome you all to this international conference entitled Smart Next Gen Nanomaterials for Sustainable Development of Energy and Environment, an Interdisciplinary Approach. My heartfelt welcome to our distinguished chairman, Dr.Nalla G Palaniswami sir, and our respected secretary, Madam Dr.Thavamani D ma'am. I thank them for supporting us and being instrumental in creating opportunities for intellectual exchange and growth. I welcome sir and ma'am in their absentia here. I extend my warm welcome to Mrs. Mathura V. Palaniswami, Director, Academic of Professional Development. Your relentless pursuit of excellence continue to inspire us all. I welcome ma'am in her absentia here. I extend my warm welcome to our esteemed principal, Dr. R. Ramurthy sir, whose leadership and dedication have been pivotal in shaping the academic growth and student development, which have always been valued by us. Welcome you, sir. I extend my warm welcome to our Vice Principal, Dr. S. Sarvanan, sir. We are all grateful for your guidance, unwavering support, and driving force behind today's conference. Welcome you, sir, and he's busy in his schedule today. I welcome Dr. Mohan Babu, sir, from Asian Research Association, who has supported this conference by providing fund. Thank you, sir. I am honored to welcome our chief guest and keynote speaker, Professor N. Vijayan, Senior Principal Scientist, Academy of Scientific and Innovative Research, CSIR, National Physical Laboratory. We are looking forward to hear from you, sir, and during your technical sessions. Thank you for having accepted our invitation and being us with here for the conference. Thank you, Professor. I am honored to welcome Dr. Pandikumar sir, Senior Scientist, CSIR, Central Electrochemical Research Institute, Karekudi. We are happy and eager to hear from your insights in your thrust area of energy materials. Thank you, Professor, and welcome you, sir. I extend my welcome to deans of various portfolios, heads of various departments, faculty members, and students of various departments of Dr.N.G.P Arts and Science College. My heartfelt welcome to all the participants from various institutions who are the pillars of this conference. We are happy to share you that around 170 plus participants are there in this conference, both online and offline. It is being live streaming through YouTube, and I'm sure you all will have engaging technical sessions, opportunities to collaborate and learn from each other. Welcome you all. I welcome my dear students and faculty members of Department of Physics. All your unmatched efforts end up in fruitful moments. Thank you all and welcome you. Today we also celebrate the birth anniversary of our former President of India and renowned scientist Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam. I would like to share one of his thoughts, and that would be the outcome of this conference, I am sure. A key can open the entire house. Thus, a small trigger is enough for thoughtful solutions to solve major problems. Creativity is seeing the same thing but thinking differently. Thank you all for giving me this opportunity and welcome you once again. Thank you all.
Thank you, ma'am. Every accomplishment starts with the decision to try. It is my great pleasure to present S. Nivetha from 3rd BSc Physics, who will share insights about our college and our department.
A warm greetings everyone. Dr.N.G.P Arts and Science College, situated in Coimbatore, Tamil Nadu, has emerged as a prominent institution known for its wide range of academic offerings and commitment to quality education. Established in 1997 under the Dr.N.G.P Research and Educational Trust, the college provides a comprehensive learning environment across various disciplines. The college hosts an impressive array of 29 departments covering fields like arts, science, commerce, management, computer applications, and more. These departments offer undergraduate, postgraduate, and doctoral programs, fostering both academic and professional growth for the students. Currently, the institution accommodates over 7,000 students, providing them with all a well-rounded educational experience that emphasizes academic excellence, research, and ethical values. Supporting this vibrant student community is a highly qualified team of more than 400 faculty members who bring a wealth of expertise and experience to their respective fields. The Department of Physics is operating under the DBT, Department of Biotechnology scheme since 2022. This scheme supports scientific research and innovations in the department. A well-established Department of Physics that provides undergraduate and postgraduate programs in physics. The department focuses on fostering academic excellence and research, providing students with a strong foundations in both theoretical and experimental physics. The department is staffed by qualified faculty members who specialize in various areas of physics, ensuring high-quality education. Well-equipped laboratories. Students have access to state-of-the-art laboratories where they can perform experiments and practical sessions to deepen their understanding of physics principle. The department encourages students and faculty to engage in research activities, often organizing seminars, workshops, and conferences to keep them abreast of the latest development in physics. Graduates from the department often pursue careers in research, education, engineering, and technology, with many continuing their studies at advanced levels. The Department of Physics at Dr.N.G.P Arts and Science College is committed to promoting scientific inquiry and providing students with the skills and knowledge necessary to succeed in the field of physics. Thank you.
Thank you, Niveta. Now, I request our beloved Principal, Dr. K. Ramamurthy Sir, to honor the Chief Guest, Dr. N. Vijayan, with a memento. Request Dr. B. Mohan Babu, Publishing Director, Asian Research Association, to honor our distinguished speaker, Dr. A. Pandikumar, with a memento. Now, I would like to request our esteemed chief guest to kindly do the honor of unveiling the proceedings for this prestigious event. Request our beloved Principal, Dr. K. Ramamurthy Sir, to honor the Chief Guest, Dr. B. Mohan Babu, with a memento. Thank you, dignitaries. Now, we have come to the most awaited part of our inauguration ceremony. A leader is one who knows the way, goes the way, and shows the way. The key to the future is education. The most effective tool we have to alter the world is education. May I now call upon the dynamic individual who has dedicated his life to illuminate the darkness in the lives of the student, Principal Professor Dr. K. Ramamurthy Sir, to deliver the presidential address.
A very good morning to one and all present here. The most respected chief guest of today's seminar, that conference or otherwise now, the International Conference on Smart Next Gen Nanomaterials for Sustainable Development of Energy and Environment, an interdisciplinary approach, is being arranged today by the Department of Physics and head of the department and other my dear colleagues and students, friends and dear participants. I'm extremely happy to participate in this wonderful conference which is being arranged today, and invited the right personalities to share their expertise with all of you. First, I would like to congratulate the organization for having thought of this wonderful topic and invited the right people for this conference. Dear friends, what is the purpose and objective of this particular conferences? Why we have to conduct these conferences? Then we have to invite the people from different area and different parts of our country or from abroad. Then what is the purpose and objective of this? As our HOD pointed out, it is going to be the hybrid mode, correct? Online and offline hybrid mode. So even live the telecast also will be there. Then you can view through YouTube, correct madam? YouTube channel and everything, no? Then what is the purpose of this? Why we have to conduct all these programs? Any idea? Any idea why we have to conduct all these things? Okay, let me put it in this way. But I am not a technical person. I do not know anything about the materials or physics or chemistry, anything, because I am a social science person. I do not know anything in the physics. I studied this physics only in 10th standard. After that, I didn't go through any topic on physics or chemistry or science. I do not know anything, even mathematics. No? So I am not the right person to talk about all these things. But however, it is my bound duty to tell something about this conference related to this particular topic. Then what is the purpose of conducting these kind of programs for the students in the colleges? The first and foremost thing, whatever the topic or whatever the specialization you pursue, doesn't matter. According to me, the individual matters for everything. What do you mean by that individual? நம்ம ஏன் இண்டிவிஜுவல் மேட்டர்னு சொல்கிறோம்? எனி டாபிக் யூ டேக், எய்தர் யூ ஸ்டடி மெடிசன், யூ ஸ்டடி ஃபிசிக்ஸ், ஆர் யூ ஸ்டடி மெடிக்கல் ஃபிசிக்ஸ், ஆர் எலக்ட்ரானிக்ஸ், ஆர் பயாலஜி, எனி சப்ஜெக்ட் யூ டேக், எந்த சப்ஜெக்ட் வேணாலும் நீங்கள் எடுத்துக்கங்க. அது சோஷியல் சயின்ஸ் சப்ஜெக்டாக இருக்கட்டும், சயின்ஸ் சப்ஜெக்டாக இருக்கட்டும், இன்ஜினியரிங் அண்ட் டெக்னாலஜியாக இருக்கட்டும், எனி சப்ஜெக்ட் யூ டேக் இட், எந்த சப்ஜெக்டாக இருந்தாலும் சரி, நம்ம எதுக்காக படிக்கிறோம் அப்படிங்கிறது ரொம்ப முக்கியம். ஏன் நீங்கள் இந்த பர்டிகுலர் சப்ஜெக்ட் எடுத்தீங்கன்னா யூ வில் ஹேவ் யுவர் ஓன் ஐடியா. இது என்ன பண்ணுறது, எப்படி பண்ணுறது அப்படிங்கிறது உங்களுக்கு அந்த இன்ட்ரெஸ்ட் இருக்குது, அதில் படிக்கணும் அப்படின்னு நினைக்கிறீங்க. தென் ஒய் யூ ஹவ் டு ஸ்டடி திஸ். இப்போ படித்தவங்க மட்டும்தான் சக்ஸஸ்ஃபுல் ஆகுறாங்களா, படிக்காதவங்க சக்ஸஸ் ஆகுறது இல்லையா அப்படிங்கிற ஒரு கொஷின் இருக்குது. அப்படி படித்தாலும் ஒய் வி ஹவ் டு கண்டக்ட் தீஸ் கைண்ட் ஆஃப் ப்ரோக்ராம்ஸ் அப்படிங்கிற அடுத்த கொஷின் இருக்குது. அப்போது படித்தா மட்டும்தான் சக்ஸஸ் ஆகுமா? அப்படி இருக்கா? எனிபடி? இல்லை படித்தாதான் சக்ஸஸ் ஆக முடியும், படிக்கலைன்னா நம்ம சக்ஸஸ் ஆக முடியாதுன்னு ஏதாவது இருக்கா? அப்படி கிடையவே கிடையாது. படித்தாலும் சக்ஸஸ் ஆகலாம், படிக்கலைனாலும் சக்ஸஸ் ஆகலாம். தட் இஸ் வை ஐ டோல்ட் யூ தி இண்டிவிஜுவல் இஸ் இம்பார்ட்டன்ட். ரைட்? அப்புறம் எதுக்கு சார் நீங்கள் சொல்கிறீங்க, நீங்கள் ஒரு பிரின்சிபல் படித்தாதான் சக்ஸஸ் ஆக முடியும், படிக்கலைன்னா சக்ஸஸ் ஆக முடியாதான்னு கேட்குறீங்க, அப்போ நாங்கள் படிக்க வேண்டாமா சார் அப்படின்னு நீங்கள் கேட்கலாம். சரி, படிக்கிறது எதுக்கு படிக்கணும் அப்படின்னு ஒரு கொஸ்டின் இருக்குது. எதுக்குன்னா, இப்போ கோயம்புத்தூர் இறங்குறீங்க. கோயம்புத்தூர் இறங்கும்போது நீங்கள் புதுசாக இறங்குறீங்கன்னா எந்த இடத்துக்கு போகணுங்கிறது ஈஸியாக தெரியுமா தெரியாதா? கஷ்டம். ஆனால் ஏற்கனவே நீங்கள் கோயம்புத்தூருக்கு ஒரு 4-5 தடவை எல்லா பக்கம் தெரிஞ்சு வச்சுருந்தீங்கன்னா உங்களுக்கு போகிறது ஈஸியாக இல்லை கஷ்டமா? எது ஈஸி? கோயம்புத்தூர் வராமையே இருந்து கோயம்புத்தூரை பார்க்கணும் ஒரு இடத்துக்கு போகிறதுங்கிறது கஷ்டமா, அல்லது நிறைய தடவை எல்லா இடம் எனக்கு தெரியும் சார், எனக்கு ஈஸியாக நான் போயிடுவேன் அப்படிங்கிறது உங்களுக்கு எது ஈஸி? ஈஸியாக எல்லாத்தையும் தெரிஞ்சுக்கிட்டு அந்த அனுபவத்தோடு போகிறது தான் உங்களுக்கு ஈஸி. ஆமா, ரைட்? நோ டவுட் அட் ஆல். அந்த எஜுகேஷன் கிவ்ஸ் யூ தி எக்ஸ்பீரியன்ஸ். அதான் மேட்டர். ஸோ நீங்கள் இங்கிருந்து படிக்கும் போதே இந்த எக்ஸ்பீரியன்ஸ் யூ ஆர் கேதரிங், தென் இட் வில் பி ஈஸி டு லீட் யுவர் லைஃப். If at all you wanted to be a successful person, you must have the thorough knowledge on particular subject. அது எப்படி சார் தெரியும், எப்படி சார் தெரிஞ்சுக்கிறதுனா அதுதான் உங்களுக்கு படிப்பு கொடுக்குறது. என்னை பொறுத்த வரைக்கும் there are 2 types of degrees. One is paper degree, another one is the practical degree. என்ன சார் paper degree, practical degree, what is that அப்படின்னா, for example I tell you, a motor mechanic will not have the paper degree like you. இப்போ நீங்கள் ஃபிசிக்ஸ் முடிக்கிறீங்க, எம்எஸ்சியோ பிஎஸ்சியோ ஃபிசிக்ஸ் முடிச்சிங்கன்னா you will be certified that you are knowledgeable in that particular topic. இப்போ ஃபிசிக்ஸ்னா the university conducts various procedures after completing the various protocols. Then they will give you certify that you are knowledgeable person in that particular field அப்படின்னு ஒரு சர்டிஃபிகேட் தராங்க. நீங்கள் ஒரு இடத்துக்கு போகும்போது உங்கள் சர்டிஃபிகேட்டை காட்டினா உங்களுக்கு நீங்கள் உங்களை எடுத்துக்குவாங்களா, இல்லை சார் ஐ எம் நாலேஜபிள் அப்படின்னு எடுத்துக்குவாங்களா? ஃபஸ்ட்டு என்ன வேணும்? சர்டிஃபிகேட் வேணும். சரி அந்த சர்டிஃபிகேட் இருந்தால் மட்டும் போதுமா சார் அப்படின்னா அது பத்தாது. யூ மஸ்ட் நோ த திங்ஸ், யூ மஸ்ட் ஹேவ் தி ப்ராக்டிக்கல் நாலேஜ். அதே மாதிரி தான் இப்போ ஒரு 2 வீலர் மெக்கானிக் இருக்கார் அப்படின்னா அவருக்கு பேப்பர் டிகிரி இருக்காது உங்கள் மாதிரி. ஆனால் உங்களுக்கு அது செய்ய தெரியுமா? அந்த வேலை செய்ய தெரியாது. பட் அவருக்கு அது நல்லா தெரியும். அப்படின்னா அவருக்கு நாலேஜ் இல்லைன்னு அர்த்தமா? அவருக்கு நாலேஜ் இல்லைன்னு அர்த்தமா? தெரியாதுன்னு அர்த்தமா? பட் he will not have any paper degree, but he will have sufficient knowledge to rectify the problems in the vehicle. இப்போ ஒரு 2 வீலரில் மெக்கானிக் கிட்ட கொண்டு போய் கொடுத்தீங்கன்னா he will understand what is the problem, then he will rectify the problem. ஸோ அது என்ன டிகிரி அப்போ? அது எஜுகேஷன் இல்லையா? தட் இஸ் ஆல்சோ எஜுகேஷன். அதுதான் நம்ம ப்ராக்டிக்கல் டிகிரி அப்படின்னு சொல்கிறோம். இது பேப்பர் டிகிரி, இது ப்ராக்டிக்கல் டிகிரி. ஆனால் இதில் எது சார் பெஸ்ட்னா நமக்கு எல்லாத்துக்குமே தெரியும், ப்ராக்டிக்கல் டிகிரி இஸ் மோர் இம்பார்ட்டன்ட் தேன் தி பேப்பர் டிகிரி. ஆனால் இந்த ரெண்டையும் கம்பைன் பண்ணால் இட் இஸ் வுட் பி பெட்டர். அதுக்காக தான் நீங்கள் இதெல்லாம் நிறையா விஷயத்தை தெரிஞ்சுக்கணும்னு நினைக்கிறது. ஸோ ஒரு பேப்பர் டிகிரியும் வேணும், அது ஆத்தென்டிக், எவ்ரிபடி நோஸ் தட் யூ ஆர் நாலேஜபிள். பட் வேர்ஸ் யூ மஸ்ட் ஹேவ் தி ப்ராக்டிக்கல் எக்ஸ்போஷர் ஆல்சோ. இந்த ப்ராக்டிக்கலாக எதுவுமே தெரியாது சார், நான் படிக்கிறேன் சார், 95% I acquired 95%, 99% சார், பட் ஐ do not know anything to apply அப்படின்னா no use of the degree. So the application of your knowledge is most important. The application, whatever knowledge you possess, it must be applied. அது application இல்லைன்னா no use of that knowledge. So how it has to be appliedங்கிறதுக்காக இந்த மாதிரி கான்ஃபரன்சஸ், இந்த மாதிரி விஷயங்கள்லாம் தெரிஞ்சுக்கிறது. அது மட்டும் இல்லை, what is going on, what is the recent trend in that particular area அப்படிங்கிறத வந்து தெரிஞ்சுக்கிறதுக்காக தான் we are inviting the experts from different field. Then we are deliberating upon all this particular topic. இதை நீங்கள் கரெக்டாக புரிஞ்சுக்கணும். நம்ம என்ன சொல்லுவோம்னா, ஒரு சக்ஸஸ்ஃபுல் பீப்புளுக்கு ஷிவ்கேரான ஒருத்தர் ஒரு புக் எழுதியிருக்கார், யூ கேன் வின் அப்படின்னு ஒரு புக் எழுதியிருக்கார். நீங்கள் எல்லாரும் தயவு செஞ்சு அந்த புக்கை வாங்கி படிங்க. நம்ம லைப்ரரியில் இருக்குது, அந்த புக்கை நீங்கள் அவசியம் படிக்கணும். அது வந்து ஜென்ரல் புக், நீங்கள் நினைக்கிற மாதிரி பெரிய டெக்னிக்கல் புக்கெல்லாம் கிடையாது, வெரி ஜென்ரல் புக். யூ கேன் வின் அப்படின்னு ஒன்று இருக்குது. அந்த புக்கில் எடுத்தோன்னே அவர் சொல்லியிருப்பார், த சக்ஸஸ்ஃபுல் பீப்புள் டோன்ட் டூ டிஃப்ரெண்ட் திங்ஸ் பட் டூயிங் திங்ஸ் டிஃப்ரெண்ட்லின்னு சொல்லியிருப்பார். அப்படின்னு என்ன அர்த்தம்னா, வாட் எவர் திங்ஸ் யூ டூ, யூ மஸ்ட் டூ இட் டிஃப்ரெண்ட்லி, இனோவேட்டிவ்லி. தட் இஸ் மோஸ்ட் இம்பார்ட்டன்ட். ஸோ இந்த இனோவேஷன் எங்கிருந்து வரும் அப்படின்னீங்கன்னா, யுவர் தாட் ப்ராசஸ். உங்கள் தாட் ப்ராசஸ் அப்படிங்கிறது எப்படி வரும்னா, யூ மஸ்ட் ஹேவ் தி சஃபிஷியன்ட் நாலேஜ். சஃபிஷியன்ட் நாலேஜ் எப்படி வரும்? சீயிங் த வேர்ல்டு, சீயிங் அரவுண்ட். இப்போ நீங்கள் இந்த மாதிரி இப்போ நம்ம எக்ஸ்பர்ட் இன்னைக்கு சார் விஜயன் சார் வந்திருக்காரு, இன்னும் எக்ஸ்பர்ட்ஸ் வந்து நிறைய பேர் arrived here, like the Vijayan sir is going to talk about the various topics on the material science. இந்த மாதிரி நிறைய கெஸ்ட்ஸ் இருக்காங்க நமக்கு. இவங்க எல்லாம் பேசுகிறாங்கன்னா அவங்க they are all expert in their chosen field. They are going to tell about the practical aspects, how we have to improve our knowledge. So what my request is, be attentive in these classes. சின்சியராக நோட்ஸ் எடுங்க, தெரிஞ்சு வச்சுக்கோங்க. நான் எல்லா ஸ்டூடெண்ட்ஸுக்கும் சொல்கிறது உண்டு, எந்த மீட்டிங் போனாலும் நான் பசங்களுக்கு ஒன்று சொல்கிறது உண்டு, கீப் லேர்னிங் டைரி அப்படின்னு சொல்கிறது உண்டு. நான் மீட்டிங்லேயும் சொல்லியிருக்கேன். நீ ஃபஸ்ட் இயர் எப்போ நீங்கள் உள்ளே வரும்போதே நான் whenever I meet the students, I used to tell, keep learning diary. For the entire period you must have the learning diary. இந்த லேர்னிங் டைரிங்கிறது என்ன அப்படின்னா, நீங்கள் வாழ்க்கையில் வந்து இந்த மாதிரி காலேஜஸ்க்கெலாம் உங்களுக்கு சான்ஸ் கிடைக்கும். இந்த மாதிரி ஒரு பெரிய பர்சனாலிட்டிஸ் எல்லாம் மீட் பண்ணுறதுக்கு உங்களுக்கு காலேஜில் தான் ஆப்பர்ச்சுனிட்டிஸ் இருக்குது, நிறையா இருக்குது, ஈஸியாக பார்க்க முடியும். அந்த 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 ஆப்பர்ச்சுனிட்டிஸை எப்படி யூஸ் பண்ணணும்னா, ஒரு கெஸ்ட்டு வந்தாங்கன்னா அந்த கெஸ்ட்டு என்ன சொன்னாங்க, உங்கள் ஃபீல்டில் இது என்ன சொன்னாங்கங்கிறத ஒரு சம்மரி நீங்கள் எழுதி வச்சுக்கணும். அடுத்தது அந்த கெஸ்ட் யார், அவரோட கான்டாக்ட் என்ன அப்படின்னு நீங்கள் நோட் பண்ணிகிட்டே வரும்போது, ஆஃப்டர் கம்ப்ளீட்டிங் யுவர் 3-year period you will have the fantastic database. நாளைக்கு இந்த சிஎஸ்ஆரில் உங்களுக்கு ஒரு வேலை வேணும்னா சார் அப்ரோச் பண்ணால் he will give you the lot of tips. அதுதான் வந்து சக்ஸஸுக்கான பேஸ். ஸோ யூ மஸ்ட் ஹேவ் தி டேட்டா பேஸ். எல்லாத்துக்குமே நீங்கள் ஒரு டேட்டா வச்சுக்கணும், ஒரு டீட்டெயில் வச்சுக்கணும். இந்தியாவில் ஒரு கான்செப்ட் இருக்குது, எவ்ரிபடி வில் அக்செப்ட் இட். வாட் யூ நோ இஸ் நாட் இம்பார்ட்டன்ட், ஹூம் டு யூ நோ இஸ் இம்பார்ட்டன்ட். அக்ரி வித் மீ? இப்போ எனக்கு பிரதமர், பிரைம் மினிஸ்டர் எனக்கு நான் டைரெக்டாக தெரியும்னு சொன்னால் ஐ கேன் டூ எனிதிங், ஐ கேன் அப்ரோச் ஹிம் ஃபார் எனிதிங், ஐ கேன் டூ எனிதிங். அதே மாதிரி தான். அதனால தான் நம்ம சொல்கிறோம், whom do you know is important, rather what you know is less important than that whom do you know. அதனால் இந்த மாதிரி லேர்னிங் டைரி வச்சுக்கோங்க, என்னென்ன சொல்கிறாங்கங்கிறது எழுதுங்க, அதுலேருந்து அடுத்து பர்சியூ பண்ணுங்க, அவங்களோட கான்டாக்ட்ஸ் எல்லாம் டெவலப் பண்ணி வச்சுக்கோங்க. that will helpful to you to get some future benefits. அது ரொம்ப ரொம்ப முக்கியம். பட் நம்ம என்ன பண்ணுறோன்னா நம்ம பசங்க வந்து அதெல்லாம் குறைஞ்சிருச்சு கொஞ்சம். அப்போ அது 2 வகையில் எடுத்துக்கலாம். எங்களுக்கெல்லாம் வயசாயிருச்சான்னு தெரியல, இல்லை உங்களுக்கு குறைஞ்சிருச்சான்னு தெரியல. ஒருவேளை எங்களுக்கு வயசானதுனால நாங்கள் எதிர்பார்க்கறது அதிகமாக இருக்குது என்னமோ தெரியல. நீங்கள்லாம் இன்னும் எங்கே இருக்குன்னா எங்களுக்கு இன்னும் நிறைய டைம் இருக்குது சார், வி வில் சி அப்படின்னு நினைக்கிறீங்களாங்கிறது எனக்கு தெரியல. பட் வாட் வி எக்ஸ்பெக்ட், நோ, வாட் எவர் திங்ஸ் வி லாஸ்ட், வி மிஸ்ட் அவுட், யூ ஷுட் நாட் மிஸ் இட் அவுட். அதுதான் எங்களுக்கு இருக்கிற பிரச்சனை. ஏன் நீங்கள் வந்து நிறைய விஷயத்தை நாங்கள் வந்து ரொம்ப உங்களை கண்ட்ரோல்டு என்வாயரன்மெண்ட்டில் வச்சுக்கிறோம், டிசிப்ளின்டாக இருக்கணும்னு நினைக்கிறோம், நிறைய விஷயத்தை நீங்கள் கரெக்டாக இருங்கன்னு சொல்கிறதெல்லாம் காரணம் என்னென்னா, இதெல்லாம் நாங்கள் எங்கேயோ மிஸ் பண்ணிட்டோம். எங்களுக்கு அது சொல்ல தெரியலையா, சொல்ல முடியலையா, மிஸ் பண்ணிட்டோமா? ஒன்லி எக்ஸ்பீரியன்ஸ் வில் ஸ்பீக். நோ, we are all experienced. That is what we are telling. நான் அதை அடிக்கடி எல்லா மீட்டிங்லையும் சொல்கிறது உண்டு. There are 2 fools in this world. Who is keep on advising is the first fool. Who is not at all keeping that advice is the second fool. Knowingly, unknowingly, as a teachers, we are all in the first category. We are all keep on advising. So we are all agree that we are all, but don't be in the second category. அதுதான் இருக்கிற பிரச்சனை. இப்போ ரீசெண்டாக நான் I want to share இந்த அக்கேஷனில் சொல்ல வேண்டியது இருக்குது. Why this individual is important அப்படின்னு நான் சொல்கிறேன் அப்படின்னா, இப்போ ஃபார் எக்ஸாம்பிள் உங்களுக்கு தெரியுமா தெரியாத எனக்கு தெரியாது. நேற்று நம்ம காலேஜ் ஸ்டூடெண்ட் ஒருத்தர் ஆக்சிடெண்ட்டில் பாஸ்ட் அவே. தெரியுமா உங்களுக்கு? அது உங்களுக்கு தெரியுமா தெரியாது எத்தனை பேர்த்துக்கு? சரி, இந்த அக்கேஷனில் எதையும் சார் சொல்கிறீங்க அப்படின்னா இண்டிவிஜுவல் இம்பார்ட்டன்ட்டுங்கிறக்கா நான் சொல்கிறேன். காலேஜுக்கு வர வேண்டியவங்க ஊர்லேருந்து இங்கே வந்துட்டு வீட்டுக்கும் தெரியாமல் காலேஜுக்கும் தெரியாமல் வண்டியை வாடகை கார் எடுத்து குரூப் சேர்ந்து மூணார் போய் ஆக்சிடென்ட் ஆகி ஒரு பையன் ஸ்பாட் அவுட். சரியா? இது எதுக்கு சொல்கிறேன்னா, இந்த யங் ஸ்டூடெண்ட்ஸ் வந்து என்ன நினைக்கிறீங்கன்னா, யூ ஆர் ஆல் கிவிங் இம்பார்ட்டன்ஸ் டு தி என்டர்டெயின்மெண்ட் ராதர் தென் தி எஜுகேஷன். இப்போ நாங்கள் வேட்டையன் அப்படின்னா 10ஆம் தேதி ரிலீஸ்னா அது எப்படியாவது ஃபர்ஸ்ட் ஷோ பார்த்துடணும். ஃபார் இன்ஃபர்மேஷன் நானும் படம் பார்த்துட்டேன். நான் பார்க்கக்கூடாதுன்னு சொல்லலை, நீ படம் பார்க்கக்கூடாதுன்னு சொல்லலை. ஆனால் எதையும் பார்க்கும்போதும் நீங்கள் என்ன பண்ணணும்னா அதை என்டர்டெயின்மெண்ட்டாக பாருங்கிறது ஒரு சைடு இருந்தாலும் கூட, சுபாஷ்கரன் ஒருத்தர் அதுக்கு ப்ரொடியூசர், கரெக்டா? அவர் அதை என்டர்டெயின்மெண்ட்டாக பார்க்குறாரா, பிஸ்னஸாக பார்க்குறாரா? ரஜினிகாந்த் அதை என்டர்டெயின்மெண்ட்டாக பார்க்குறாரா, பிஸ்னஸாக பார்க்குறாரா? பிஸ்னஸாக பார்க்குறாரு. புரியுதா? அந்த மாதிரி வாட் எவர் யூ டூ இட் வித் பர்பஸ். டோன்ட் ஜஸ்ட் ஃபார் சேக் ஆஃப் டூயிங், டோன்ட் டூ இட். பர்பஸாக செய்யுங்க. இப்போ நீங்கள் அது ஒரு பிஸ்னஸ் பண்ணுறீங்க, இப்போ நீங்கள் சினிமா ப்ரொடியூசர் ஆகணும்னு நினச்சிங்கன்னா நத்திங் ராங். பட் அதை பற்றின கம்ப்ளீட் நாலேஜ் நீங்கள் தெரிஞ்சு வச்சுக்கங்க, வேண்டான்னு சொல்லலை. அந்த மாதிரி தான் எல்லா விஷயத்துலையுமே. இப்போ நீங்கள் இப்போ வந்து அந்த பசங்க காலேஜுக்கு வந்திருந்தாங்கன்னா they would have escaped. இல்லையா? இப்போ என்னன்னா, அந்த பையன் வந்து சிங்கிள் பேரண்ட் பையன். அந்த பையன் வந்து ஒரு சிங்கிள் பேரண்ட். யோசிச்சு பாருங்க, அவங்க மென்டல் அகனி எவ்வளோ இருக்கும், எவ்வளோ எக்ஸ்பெக்டேஷன்ஸ் இருக்கும் பேரண்ட்ஸுக்கு. யோசிங்க நீங்கள், இவ்வளோ வயசாகி அந்த பையன் 6th செமஸ்டர் இதை முடிச்சுட்டு வேலைக்கு போயிடுவான், நம்ம குடும்பத்தை காப்பாற்றுவான் அப்படிங்கிற மாதிரியான ஒரு சிச்சுவேஷனில் அந்த பையன் இப்படி போய் ஆயிருக்கான்னா எவ்வளோ மென்டல் அகனி இருக்கும் பேரண்ட்ஸுக்கு, எவ்வளோ எக்ஸ்பெக்டேஷன்ஸோடு இருந்திருப்பாங்க. அதே மாதிரி தான் நீங்கள் எல்லாம் பெரிய ஆளுங்களாக வரணும், நல்ல நிலைமைக்கு வரணும். நாளைக்கு வந்து நீங்கள் எல்லாம் கெஸ்ட்டாக வரணும். இதே மாதிரி இந்த மாதிரி கெஸ்ட்டாக வந்து உங்களை கூப்பிட்டு உங்களை உட்கார வைக்கிறது எங்களுக்கெல்லாம் பெருமை. ஸோ அந்த மாதிரி வரணுங்கிறதுக்காக தான் இந்த மாதிரி ப்ரோக்ராம்ஸ் வச்சு நடத்துறது. வி ஆர் லிட்டில் பிட் ஸ்ட்ரிக்ட் இன் யுவர் discipline in your academics and everything. அதனால வந்து அசெம்பிளியில் every time you used to tell all these things. Okay? So though it is not the occasion to talk about all these things, it is my responsibility to tell you. Even whenever I meet the students, I used to tell all these things. Why? The discipline makes you perfect. அந்த டிசிப்ளின் வேணும். டிசிப்ளினாக இருங்க. ஒரு லேர்னிங் டைரி வச்சுக்கோங்க. யாரெல்லாம் வர்றாங்கங்கிறத அவங்கள ப்ரொஃபைலை தெரிஞ்சு வச்சுக்கோங்க. கான்டாக்டை டெவலப் பண்ணுங்க. தென் யூ பர்சியூ. அந்த உங்களுக்கு அந்த ஏரியாவில் இன்ட்ரெஸ்ட் இருக்குன்னா இந்த மாதிரி பீப்புளை மீட் பண்ணும்போது யூ வில் கெட் லாட் ஆஃப் நாலேஜ். அந்த ஆப்பர்ச்சுனிட்டி கிரியேட் பண்ணுறது we are inviting the very good people and experts from different walks of life and making with all the students so that they will that knowledge can be transferred, or knowledge can be, you can get in more knowledge from them also. இதுக்காக தான் இந்த இன்டர்நேஷனல் கான்ஃபரன்ஸ் வைக்கிறது. we are inviting the people from different area. இதை வந்து மேக் யூஸ் ஆஃப் இட். எந்த நேரத்துலையும் நீங்கள் வந்து எனக்கு என்ன ஒரு பிரச்சனைன்னா, வெளியிலேருந்து சில பசங்க வருவாங்க, அட்டன் பண்ணுவாங்க, மத்தியானம் வரைக்கும் இருப்பாங்க, மத்தியானத்துக்கு மேலே ஐஸ்கிரீம் பார்லர் உட்காந்துருப்பாங்க. என்னன்னா அந்த ஒரு நாள் இங்கே வரும்போது அது ஒரு என்டர்டெயின்மெண்ட்டாக நீங்கள் எடுத்துக்கிறீங்க, ஜாலியாக இருக்கணும்னு நினைக்கிறீங்க. அது அந்த ஏஜில் அது இருக்கிறதா எல்லாத்துக்குமே. பட் அதுக்கெல்லாம் போயிடாதீங்க. அது டைம் இருக்குது. சினிமா பார்க்குறதுக்கு ஒரு டைம் இருக்குது, என்டர்டெயின்மெண்ட்டுக்கு ஒரு டைம் இருக்குது, மொபைல் பார்க்குறதுக்கு ஒரு டைம் இருக்குது. பட் எந்தெந்த டைமில் எதை பண்ணணுமோ அதை கரெக்டாக பண்ணிட்டீங்கன்னா யூ வில் பி சக்ஸஸ்ஃபுல். தட் இஸ் வாட் ஐ டோல்ட். இண்டிவிஜுவல் மேட்டர்ஸ். இண்டிவிஜுவல் மேட்டர்ஸ். அதனால் இந்த இண்டிவிஜுவலிட்டி வச்சுக்கோங்க. இண்டிவிஜுவலாக யூ மஸ்ட் ஹேவ் தி கோல் அண்ட் யூ ஹவ் டு செட் தி கோல், தென் யூ ஹவ் டு பர்சியூ யுவர் கோல், தென் யூ ஹவ் டு travel towards achieving that goal. With this point, I extremely happy to congratulate all the organizers for having thought of this wonderful program and being invited all the experts in the relevant area. At this juncture, I would like to thank the experts and the guests who have come here to participate and share their knowledge with all of us. Thank you very much, sir. And I once again appreciate all of you, and then I congratulate the students also for your enthusiastic participation. With this, once again, I congratulate all of you. I thank you all for having given me a wonderful opportunity to participate in this wonderful program. Thank you very much. All the very best.
Thank you, sir, for your inspiring words. Now, it is my great delight to welcome Gifty Zenita from 3rd BSc Physics, who will share the agenda of our program. With these insights, we will gain a clearer understanding of what to expect over the next few hours.
Welcome everyone to our two-day event focused on the theme Smart Next-Gen Nanomaterials for Sustainable Development of Energy and Environment. We have an exciting lineup of keynote speakers and presentation that will enrich our understanding of this critical field. 4 sessions will be held throughout the day, each featuring prominent keynote speakers from prestigious institutions. The session 1 begins at 10:45 a.m. with Dr. N.G.P, a senior principal scientist and professor at CSIR National Physical Laboratory, New Delhi, as a keynote speaker. After a brief tea break, the session 2 continues featuring Dr. A. Pandikumar, a senior scientist from CSIR CECRI, Karaikudi. Session 3 starts at 12:30 p.m. where Dr. Bhuvanesh Ramakrishnan, Associate Professor at IIT, will present, followed by a lunch break at 1:30 p.m. The final session, the session 4, kicks off at 2:15 p.m. with Dr. Mani Govindaswamy, Assistant Professor and Division Director at the Ming Chi University of Technology, Taiwan. The day concludes with an oral and poster presentation session and a tea break around 3:30 p.m. This program ensures a dynamic blend of academic presentations and networking opportunities with keynote speakers sharing their insights. Thank you.
Thank you, Gifty. Now, I would like to invite R. Sanjita from 2nd BSc Physics to the stage, who will share few words about our speaker, Dr. N.G.P.
Good morning. It is a great honor to introduce our distinguished chief guest for today's international conference, Professor N.G.P. Professor Vijayan is currently serving as the Senior Principal Scientist at the CSIR National Physical Laboratory, NPL, and a Professor at the Academy of Scientific and Innovative Research, ACSIR. With remarkable research careers spanning over 2 decades, his expertise lies in the fields of material sciences, crystal growth, and nanotechnology. Professor Vijayan's work in the growth of technologically significant single crystals and the preparation of nanomaterials has had a profound impact on both the academic and industrial applications. He is also renowned for his contributions to the development of Indian reference materials, which plays a crucial role in the calibration of sophisticated scientific instruments. In recognition of his groundbreaking research, Professor Vijayan has received numerous prestigious awards, including the Young Achiever Award in the year 2022, Raman Research Fellowship, Bharat Excellence Award in the year 2014, Young Scientist Award in the year 2007. His extensive publication record with over 230 papers in the high-impact journals reflects his influence in the scientific community. He has also been actively mentoring doctoral students and has delivered numerous invites to talk about both national and international conferences. We are privileged to have Professor Vijayan with us today, and we look forward to gaining insights from his vast experience and knowledge. Thank you.
Thank you, Sanjita. The future belongs to those who believe in the beauty of their dreams. I now cordially invite our eminent speaker, Dr. N. Vijayan, Senior Principal Scientist and Professor, ACSIR, National Physical Laboratory, New Delhi, whose insights will help us expand our understanding. Let us get started. Over to you, sir.
Madam, how much time? நீங்கள் என்ன பண்ணுங்கள், என்னுடைய டாக் வந்து காப்பி பண்ணி போட்டு அது கேப் இருக்கும் இல்லையா? இல்லை என்னுடைய டாக் வந்து காப்பி ஆரம்பிக்கலாமா? இது ஓகேதா? ஓகே. ஸோ அனைவருக்கும் காலை வணக்கம். ஸோ குட் மார்னிங் டு எவ்ரி ஒன். டுடே இஸ் தி கிரேட் டே, 15th October. I hope everyone knows we are celebrating the Dr. Abdul Kalam sir birthday. Not only that, United Nations, they have designated this 15th October of every year. We are celebrating as the Students' Day also. So that is a great day. Not only that, not only for the October 15, each and every day is important in our life. So today we are all meeting here, the great conference, international conference on smart next generation nanomaterials for sustainable development of energy and environment. It is the great topic. They have properly thought and then they properly coined the title. And before going to my detailed presentation, I would like to thank the management of this great institution and then today's conference organizer, Madam Girija, and then my dear faculty members of this prestigious institution, and then my dear student friends. See, today you are coming and lot of discussions, lot of slides you are going to see, and then many of the eminent personalities, Dr. Pandit Kumar and then other faculty members from Coimbatore and then other places, they are coming and then they are going to deliver fantastic lectures for you. Before that, first of all, you have to understand what is science. Science is nothing but it has to give the solutions for the problems faced by the general public. பார்த்தீங்கன்னா நம்மலாம் we are all general public, right? Just you can imagine 200-300 years before, maybe 16th, 17th century, we don't have that much facilities, right? If the person want to travel from Coimbatore to Chennai, it used to take at least few days to few weeks. Even if you want to travel from Chennai to other places or maybe other cities, other states, it used to take few months. But now you can imagine the present scenario in science and technology. Because of the development in all the sectors, if you want to travel from one place to another place, even though if it is a few thousands of kilometers, you can able to travel within few hours. So that is the beauty of science and technology. And science is nothing but it has to give the solutions for the problems what we are facing day to day in our life. And you have to make a very important note that பார்த்தீங்கன்னா science is not having any language. Science is not having any religion. Science is not belongs to a particular country. Science is common to each and every individuals. Whenever you are using properly the science, then you can able to make wonders in your day-to-day activities. Just you can imagine what your father and then your forefathers, what they have enjoyed. But now we are enjoying more than that facilities. You are having the cell phone, you are having the air conditioners, you are having the automobiles, you are having the televisions. But now you can imagine those days, the kings and the emperors, what they had the facilities. Now even a small poor person, he is having more than that facility. He is having cell phone. Those days there was no cell phone. Even the poor man, he is traveling. Sometimes he is having his own vehicle, traveling from one place to another place, maybe within few hours. That is the beauty of science and technology. And one thing you have to make a very important note. What are all the applications? இப்போ பார்த்தீங்கன்னா நம்மலாம் நிறைய டிவைஸ் யூஸ் பண்ணுறோம் இல்லையா? உங்கள் வீட்டில் பார்த்தீங்கன்னா ரெஃப்ரிஜிரேட்டர்ஸ், ஏர் கண்டிஷனர்ஸ், automobiles. Everything we are getting from our, somebody has invented. We are not inventing anything. That's what our Honorable Prime Minister, he used to mention always. Indians, we are simply importers. We are not thinking to design. We are not thinking to develop. We are not thinking to make any of the devices. Even we are not thinking that much about the exports. We are simply importing the technologies from the other nations. That's what you can see my first slide. In Hindi, that is called the Vikshit Bharat, that is Government of India mission. Self-reliance. I am standing here. That is the great place, Coimbatore. You know, G.D. Naidu, we can able to call as the Edison of India. Those days, no facilities. He discovered many of the agricultural related supporting instruments, even racers, and then very beautiful instruments. I hope you are having the separate museum for G.D. Naidu. We can call as the Edison of India. But those days, we are having everything. Even I hope everyone knows about the Sir C.V. Raman. We are celebrating the National Science Day. என்னைக்கு செலிப்ரேட் பண்ணுறோம் நம்ம? National Science Day, we are celebrating every year at a particular date. Which date? Yes, it's not July. 28th February of every year we are celebrating the National Science Day. தேசிய அறிவியல் தினம். எதற்காக? Sir C.V. Raman, he got the Nobel Prize in 1930. He discovered the Raman effect in 1928. 1930, now you can imagine 2030 is going to come after 4 years, after 6 years. 100 years we are going to celebrate the invention of Raman effect. One thing you have to make a very important note, very sad part. Raman discovered the Raman effect in India. He designed the equipment in India, and particularly he belongs to Tiruchirappalli also. Anyway, we can call us the Indian. Everything is fantastic, we are all very proud. But other sad part is, presently we are purchasing Raman spectrometer from Germany. Presently we are purchasing Raman spectrometer from Japan. If we go and then tell these things to other nations, simply they laugh. Because this is the soil of the invention. G.D. Naidu, he invented many of the equipments. Sir C.V. Raman, he got the Nobel Prize from our Indian soil. But we never ever thought of getting the Nobel Prize from the past 100 years. We never ever invest the time. We never ever invest our ideas. We never ever do innovations in the science and technology. Because you are all physicists, many of the students, majority of the students from the physics background, right? You are having excellent future. And don't think that I applied for the MBBS or I was preparing for the NEET examination. I have not selected for the medical. But anyway, I have chosen finally BSc Physics. So in case if that thought is there in your mind, so that may not be correct thought. One thing you have to make a note, Winston Churchill. I hope everyone knows about the Winston Churchill. What he was mentioning, empire of the future will be the empire of their mind. Who is going to rule their mind? They are the future emperor or maybe future empire. I hope everyone knows about the Thomas Alva Edison. Thomas Alva Edison, in his name, 1093 products are there. 1093. Now you can imagine, those days, those people, they have invented the science and technology. They have invented the new inventions. Because of those people, they have done very hard work. And now we are enjoying those facilities. Who invented the cell phone? Indians, we have not invented the cell phone. Who invented the air conditioners? We have not invented the air conditioners. The country, they doesn't require the air conditioner. Those countries, they have invented the air conditioners. Automobile. You can say that Indian total population is 160 crores. In 160 crores, more than 50 to 60 crores we are using the automobiles. But Indian roads are filled with foreign cars. Not only that, 160 crores below 40 years of age, approximately 45 to 50 crores. It is equivalent to the total population of 5 times than that of Japan. Japan's total population, including the senior citizens, approximately 8 crores. But our youngsters' total population is more than 45 to 50 crores. Other European countries' population, approximately 5 to 6 crores. Now you can imagine why we are calling India as the developing nation from the past 77, 78 years. Why we are calling? When we got the independence? We got the independence in 1947. 77 years are over. But till date, we are calling India, wherever you are seeing or wherever you are writing, you can able to see India is the developing nation category always. But other nations, the similar time they got the independence, we are calling those countries as the developed nations. Why? What is the difference between the developed nation and the developing nation? First of all, you have to understand clearly. Everywhere, all nations throughout the world, everywhere human resources are same. Everyone is having the same brain. Even we are having the rich human resources. Those countries, they are having less human resources. But where we are getting drawback? One thing you have to understand, we are all gaining the knowledge what our principal sir morning he mentioned that we are all gaining the knowledge in the academic system. We are coming, you are getting admitted in the first year BSc, second year, third year, first year MSc, second year MSc. From the past 5 years, you are gaining the knowledge. After gaining the knowledge, the same system in abroad also, they are also gaining the knowledge. But after gaining the knowledge, they are making into product. They are using their knowledge. They are using their knowledge for making the cell phone. They are using the knowledge for making the automobiles. They are using the knowledge for making the computers. But in our system, in India, we are also gaining the knowledge. But what we are doing, our knowledge is in the library level only. We are not transforming our knowledge into devices. We are not transforming our knowledge into products. Indirectly, we can say that the foreign nations, they are selling their knowledge. That is must. That is the need of an hour. In case, if we are not doing, what will happen? Our economic level will go down. Always we have to depend on some other nations for any of the technologies. And one day our GDP level will go down in comparison with the developed nations. So we have to understand and we have to at least change the scenario from our knowledge. We are keeping always in the form of the journals. We are keeping always in the form of thesis report. Where it is available, we are keeping everything in our library. Whatever the knowledge we are gained from the past 5 years or 10 years, that is in the form of journals. You can go and then find out in the library. But in other nations, the same 5 to 10 years of knowledge, they are making into products. That is the main difference between the developed nation and the developing nation. One thing you have to make a note, for doing advanced science and technology, we doesn't require the crores of rupees. If you are having new innovations, if you are having new ideas, if you are having new novel concepts, you can able to do wonders in the science and technology. நீங்களாம் பார்த்தீங்கன்னா the first invention of the car வந்து முத கண்டுபிடிக்கும் பொழுது, if they are putting 1 liter of petrol, அந்த காருடைய distance எவ்வளவு கொடுத்துச்சு பார்த்தீங்கன்னா only 2 kilometers. How many kilometers? Only 2 kilometers. But now the same automobile technology, if the person is putting 1 liter of petrol, it is giving now approximately 20 kilometers. Correct? How many times? Approximately more than 10 times. Similarly, if we are doing research, if we are applying our minds, if we are making our the new novel ideas, then in the future, if we are putting 1 liter of petrol, you can again multiply by 10. 1 liter of petrol equal to 200 kilometers. Maybe within 2-3 kilometers, you can go and then come back from Coimbatore to Chennai, Chennai to Coimbatore. Now you are spending at least more than hundreds of liters. That is called the energy conservation. Energy conservation is also very important in our daily life. Because nowadays, where we are getting energy, we are burning coal, that is natural resources. Through that we are getting the energies, right? Thermal energy. But what are all the natural resources? How many decades it will come? It will come for another 10 years, 20 years, 30 years. You can keep it for another 50 years. After 50 years, there will not be no petrol, no petroleum products, no coal. But our future generations, where they will go? So we have to make the new inventions in the science and technology. That's what they have made this conference for the next generation of materials. Energy storage, energy conversions, conservation of energy. So various topics are there, right? So today, I am going to discuss about the precision in measurement. What is the precise measurement? what is the accurate measurement? This topic is really relevant for the ongoing seminar. One thing I am going to just small introduction. நீங்களா படிச்சிருக்கலாம் SI units படிச்சிருக்கீங்க இல்லையா? Maybe +2 or maybe your first year BSc. How many SI units are there? How many SI units? 7 basic SI units are there. Distance covered by meter, time covered by second, like that 7 basic SI units are there. நம்ம படிக்கும்போது பார்த்திருந்தீங்கன்னா basic 7 SI units normally we used to mug up for the examination purpose. We used to come and then write the examination, we used to forget. But now you can recall all the 7 basic SI units. Without the 7 basic SI units, it is very difficult to imagine your day-to-day life. Your morning you are waking up, right? It is having particular time. Time is covered by one of the 7 basic SI units. You are walking some distance. Again, it is covered by one of the 7 basic SI units of distance. Like that, all 7 basic SI units is very important in our life. If you are making proper measurement for each and every activity, whether you are doing for your day-to-day life or whenever you are doing your advanced research, if your measurement is proper, then you can do wonders in the science and technology. For your understanding, I am going to give you a simplest example. இப்போல்லாம் பார்த்தீங்கன்னா எல்லா இடத்துலையுமே வந்து மெடிக்கல் கிளினிக்ஸ் இருக்குது, ரைட்? மேபி கோயம்புத்தூர் ஆர் திருச்சிராப்பள்ளி, wherever you go you can find out many of the medical clinics, maybe private or government, right? You can go and then measure your blood pressure. என்னது? ரத்த அழுத்தம், blood pressure. You can go and then measure your blood sugar level, right? 2-3 places. Whether you are getting the same data? How? The person is same. Why we are not getting the same data? If you go and then show this data to any medical doctor, immediately he used to suggest some medicines. If the person is not having the blood pressure because of the wrong data, doctor suggests that you have to take some medicines. Even the person is not having the blood sugar level because of the wrong data, we are forced to take some medicines. Now you can imagine, this is happening everywhere in nook and corner of our country. The person is not having the BP or maybe the sugar. Because of the wrong instrument data, he started taking the tablets. Now you can apply the same thing in our day-to-day research. See, for example, now we are talking about the next generation of materials. What type of materials? Maybe the new novel nanomaterials, carbon nanotubes, or any of the materials related with the different characteristic behaviors. But how to identify? See, for example, if we are talking about this mic, it is having some certain dimensions, right? It is having some length, color, and then it is having some width. Similarly, for the materials, you can't able to say that material A or material B. You have to identify that material with the proper characteristic tools. For identifying that characteristic tools, you have to ensure that that instrument is working properly or not. So that's what I am going to discuss today. Your measurement should be proper. Then only you can able to propose any of the next generation of materials or advanced functional materials for any of the applications. See, when the first invention of the automobile, maybe few decades before, it has given only 2 kilometers. But now, the same automobile industry now, 1 liter of petrol it is giving approximately 20 kilometers because of the advanced materials. So for identification of the advanced materials, we need a proper examining system, or we need a proper identification tools, then only we can able to tell that this material will be useful for automobile applications, or this material will be useful for some medical purpose, or this material will be useful for maybe any of the aeronautical applications. So these things we have to keep in mind. So that's what I am going to focus in my talk. See, we got the independence in 1947. 2047, that's what Government of India, they have taken as the challenge. At least within 100 years, we can make our own country as the self-reliance. Not necessary to depend other nations. We are having all the resources. Nature has given all natural rich resources in our nation. Nature has given free of cost water. Nature has given free of cost water because enormous rain. Nature, they never charge extra money for giving free of cost water. Nature has given free of cost oxygen. Nature has given free of cost energy. But we are purchasing water from the small petty shop. We are purchasing water from the foreign companies. Even though the water, nature has given free of cost. பார்த்தீங்கன்னா 1980s, 1990s பார்த்தீங்கன்னா nobody thought of water they are going to sell in a small petty shop. But it became reality now. If we are doing research, if we are not maintaining our surroundings, if we are not properly giving respect for our Mother Earth, then one day we have to purchase oxygen from the foreign companies for your daily breath. So these things we have to keep in mind. That's what our Mahatma Gandhi has clearly mentioned that, not now. Few decades before he clearly mentioned that everybody has to understand the 3R mantras. Reduce, recycle, and then reuse. So these things you have to keep in mind. I belong to National Physical Laboratory. It is coming under CSIR. I hope many of the MSc students, I don't know whether you may be knowing about the CSIR, Council of Scientific and Industrial Research. CSIR, every year, they are conducting the JRF examination for whenever you are planning to do your PhD. You can clear that examination. You can join anywhere in India. And national eligibility test for lecturership. That is the two prime responsibilities they are taking care. Not only that, that is the major funding agency for the research in all academic institutions. And after completion of your PhD, if you want to continue for the postdoctoral research or research associate, or whenever you want to attend for some conferences which is going to happen in abroad, CSIR is giving lot of funding for young dynamic students. You have to make a very important note. And M.Phil is one of the laboratories under CSIR. So our another colleague is there, Dr. Pandit Kumar, he belongs to CECRI, that is called the Central Electrochemical Research Institute, that is also under CSIR. Almost 38 laboratories all over India. In Chennai, if you talk about, that is called the Central Leather Research Institute. CSIR normally, they used to focus mainly for the societal based work. What is called the societal based work? See, for example, if you go and then talk about the 1 liter of water bottle in the shop, approximately 30 rupees, whether that is really worth to purchase 30 rupees of water. 1 liter of petrol they are selling approximately 100 rupees. Approximately 30% of the cost of the 1 liter of petrol. But nature has given free of cost water. Not only that, you have to understand first what is the concept of societal based research work. I am purchasing 40 rupees per liter of water, but as a middle class or upper middle class, you can able to afford that cost. Indian total population is 160 crores. Approximately 40 to 50 crores of Indians below poverty line. They can't able to afford for purchasing 1 liter of water equal to 40 rupees, 30 rupees. If I am a real researcher, if I am doing societal-based research work, if I am doing some new research, new innovation, instead of 40 rupees, if I am making that water within 40 paise, that is called the real societal-based research work. This is the simplest examples. N number of examples are there. That's what I used to say, that field, and it not belongs to a particular nation, particular country, particular religion. It is common to everyone. It has to give the solution for the problems faced by the general citizens everywhere in the world. National Physical Laboratory, we are developing the standards. Standards are very important. That's what I used to mention. If you are not having the proper measurement, if you are not having the precise measurement in your data, then your data is waste. How to ensure that your data is reliable? How to ensure that from your conclusion of your research, how you can able to propose for a particular applications? Everything depends on your accurate measurement. So NPL is taking in the lead direction for making Indian reference materials. Not only that, maybe many of the students, I don't know whether you know or not, NPL is the timekeeper of the nation. In the 7 basic essay units, time is also there, right? Time, unit is second. NPL, as the National Measurement Institute of India, we are maintaining all the primary standards, and particularly Indian Standard Time, IST, is maintained by National Physical Laboratory. And very beautiful information, Sir C.V. Ramanapati sonnalliya, he got the Nobel Prize in 1930, but very sad part is we are purchasing Raman spectrometer from Germany, even though the invention is from this soil. The group of members, they also contributed for the Raman's effect. In that, the main role is Dr. K.S. Krishnan. He was the first founding director of National Physical Laboratory. And he belongs to Srivilliputtur. Close to that, it's a small village that is called the Vathirayiruppu. And he was the first founding director. Now, the whole street where NPL is located, they are calling us the Dr. K.S. Krishnan Road. That's what you have to keep in your mind, that for doing science, for doing new innovations, for dedicating your life for the science and technology, the nation always remembers. And NPL is open for the general public. Anybody, they can come and then they can see what type of research NPL is doing, whether that is really useful for the nation. Anybody, they can come throughout the year, not only open day celebrations. So we are all the youngsters, you are all the youngsters. You studied about the Stone Age, right? Those days nothing was there. They lived like animals. But now, if you compare those days and then present day, we are having everything. You are having the cell phone, you are having laptop, you are having tablet. Now you are having the physical cell phone. Maybe in the future, the physical cell phone they will remove and then they will paste something in your nail that will act as the cell phone. You are having the smartwatches, you are having the automobiles. So this, where we are living now, we can call as the modern age. Everything is controlled by artificial intelligence. But whenever you are going out of your campus, whenever you are going out of your house, whether we can call as the modern age, it is really difficult. If you see outside, everywhere plastic. Whenever we are seeing this plastic, normally we used to blame the government. We used to blame the politicians. Government is not taking any step. Politicians, they are not putting the stringent rules, regulations for controlling the plastic. But one thing I am asking you, who invented the plastic? We only invented the plastic. We invented the plastic and we have given this plastic for the general public for the usage. But now we are not able to control. It is beyond our control. Every day thousands of tons are piling up all over the world. It is reached already in the deep sea also. You can see here. Deep sea animals started eating the plastic. நீங்கெல்லாம் சொல்லலாம், my house is neat and clean. My campus is neat and clean. But why I have to bother about the plastic? One thing you have to make a note. If you are not solving this, then wherever you are living, you are not living in the protected environment. Already it is reached in your house, microplastics. Whatever you are drinking the water, it is having the microplastic. Whatever you are taking the table salt, uppu irukku, that is having the microplastic. Whatever you are drinking the daily milk, it is having the microplastic. Whatever you are taking the fish product, it is having the microplastics. Then where we will go? That's what science and technology, research, societal based research. These things who will solve? General public, they will not come and then they will not do the research. That is our prime responsibility to solve how to make the recycling, how to make waste into wealth. Now we are talking about the plastic, but we are not giving attention for the next dangerous material that is going to explode soon, that is called the e-waste. Again, millions of tons, thousands of tons, 160 crores of Indians, more than 100 crores we are using the cell phone. After a few years, we are throwing the cell phone to our Mother Earth. It is having a particular lifetime, but it is having very dangerous content. But we never ever focus for this e-waste. So that's what I used to say to the youngsters in front of you. Lot of problems are there. Problems are waiting for getting the solution. If we are solving this, then our nation always remembers you. Not only that, these are all the simplest examples I have given. Concrete waste. Somewhere they are demolishing the maybe big units or maybe small domestic houses. They are throwing that waste into some other street, but that is also very dangerous because some of the particulate matter that is called the PM 2.5, PM 5, that is very dangerous. It will directly goes to your lungs. Whether we can able to recycle this cements, we can able to reuse. That's what our Mahatma Gandhi has clearly mentioned. That is called the 3R. I used to say that nature has given free of cost water. Whether we are getting free of cost water, our Homo sapiens, we are all the Homo sapiens. We have indirectly tortured our planet. After torturing the planet, now we started searching any other planet is there too in some other place livable conditions. Now you can see the very peculiar scenario. In front of us, we are having the excellent, beautiful planet of Earth, but we are torturing the Earth. And now we started searching any other planet is there similar like Earth. So these are all the informations. We have to make a very important note. So that's what I used to say, that one day we are going to purchase the oxygen cylinders from the foreign companies. So that's what I am telling you. Whenever you are doing research, the research should not affect the Mother Earth. The research should be always useful for the society or general public. It's not moving, right? Yeah. உங்களுக்கெல்லாம் தெரிஞ்சிருக்கும், election commission, whenever they are conducting the elections, they used to put some ink, right? That name is called the indelible ink. That is the product of National Physical Laboratory. Not only that, our Ambedkar, he has written the Constitution of India, the original booklet of Constitution of India. It is still maintained by National Physical Laboratory in our parliament. Like that, M.Phil, they have given a lot of contributions to our society or to our nation. In M.Phil, we are having different groups, and particularly, I belong to Indian reference materials. So maybe few slides I will show because they have given time up to 11:30. இப்போ வந்து பார்த்தீங்கன்னா, yesterday you got a very heavy rain, right? And Chennai continuously from the past 2 days or maybe another 2 days, they are expecting that very heavy rain plus cyclone, right? This field, they used to call as the meteorology, right? Meteorology is the weather report, weather related informations. Those field, it used to predict the weathers. But what I am going to explain, that is not meteorology, that is called the metrology. What is metrology? Metrology is the science of measurement. See, for example, some students, you are wearing the shirt size of 42 or maybe 40. Can you able to wear the shirt size of 50? Or can you able to wear the shirt size of 30? It will not fit. Because the person, he need a proper measurement, then only he can able to wear. Similarly, whenever you are doing science, you need a precise and then accurate measurement. See, for example, now, maybe some of the research scholars, I don't know who is, maybe somebody is sitting here. In your research, you are using X-ray diffraction. In your research, you are using FTIR. In your research, you are going to use, or maybe you are using FESM, scanning electron microscope. But the present scenario in our place, if you send your samples, the same prepared sample, 2-3 places for the X-ray diffraction, you are getting 2-3 types of XRD data. If you are sending your material for the FTIR, you are getting 2-3 types of FTIR data. But how to ensure that which data is right? Knowingly or unknowingly, what are all the data we are getting from the instruments? Without verifying, we are directly publishing into the international platform. But later stage, if somebody is repeating your experiments, if that is wrong, if they are not getting properly, now you can imagine the scientific image of our nation. Nobody refer our papers, no citations. So NPL, as the National Measurement Institute of India, as the National Meteorological Institute of India, we started making the reference standards towards the Vikshit Bharat, that is called the Self-Reliance India. It is not necessary to depend, or it is not necessary to purchase the calibration materials from the other nations. So that is our main motto. We started making, so I like this slide, is a crystal grower. He is carrying excellent potassium dihydrogen phosphate single crystal. That's what I used to say, that Sir C.V. Raman, he is an excellent scientist. Enormous work he has carried out, light scattering. And particularly he belongs to Indian, and he belongs to Tiruchirappalli, Srirangam. He invented the Raman effect, 1928. 1930 he got the Nobel Prize. But 2030 till date we never ever tried, we never ever attempted for getting the Nobel Prize. These are all the other part. So I used to say that Raman effect discovered in our soil, but Raman spectrometer we are purchasing from Germany or Japan. So this scenario we have to change. These are all the group of members, and this is the first founding director of National Physical Laboratory, Dr. K.S. Krishnan. His original handwritten notes of Sir C.V. Raman, this was one of the major evidences for getting the Nobel Prize for Sir C.V. Raman. Simplest equipment. So that's what I used to say to all the youngsters. Whenever you are doing your MSc project, at least you can focus for some device. You can focus for some applications. You can focus for some other product. See, for example, in your class, maybe approximately 10 to 15 students. The whole Coimbatore MSc Physics students, approximately maybe 2,000, 3,000 students. Every year 2,000, 3,000 thesis you are submitting during end of your curriculum. 2,000, 3,000 thesis, what you are doing, we are simply displaying in our library. My next batch is coming, my juniors. They are going to library, they are seeing your reports, they are doing some delta X additions. Again, those theses, again it is displayed in the library. Now you can imagine where is our knowledge is going. We are not thinking about the technology, we are not thinking about the technology transfers. So these things we have to change. That's what I used to say, that for making everything, for making n number of discoveries, n number of applications, n number of innovations, everywhere we need a precise measurement. Simplest understanding is, if I am taking 1 milligram of any product in India, it has to be similar in any other country, whether it may be in Germany or it may be in US. So particularly for our division, we started making the Indian reference materials, and we started selling this product to the industries, to the XRD suppliers, to the instrument suppliers, to the sophisticated instruments who were supplying, and we started giving this technology to those people. And we are having collaborations with all other nations, that is called the National Measurement Institute of particular country. We started making reference materials in gold. We started making reference materials in the coal, because India, coal manufacturing, or whatever the coal we are getting from the earth through mines, some of the coals are really excellent, very good category. But how to ensure that this coal is excellent? We need some reference standard. So NPL is making coal standard in collaboration with other CSIR Institute, in all other fields, pesticides, in all other sectors of our daily life. What is the advantages? If I am the factory owner, what I will do? I will expand my industry. Whenever I am expanding my industry, I used to take some new recruitment. Indirectly, employment generation will be there. Whenever employment generation is there, automatically our Indian economy will increase, not only from the only one industry. Now you can imagine the whole India MSc Physics students, approximately 5 lakhs of students, they are completing every year MSc Physics. MSc Chemistry another 5 lakhs. MSc Biotechnology another 5 lakhs. That means all the post-graduation students, approximately 25 lakhs of students, they are completing every year. 25 lakhs of project report, it is displayed in the library. Once it is displayed in the library, we never ever see it back. But instead of 25 lakhs, you can take only 1%. 25,000. 25,000 startup industries we can make if you are doing excellent work in your project report. 25,000 or 2,500. 25,100 also you can leave it. 2,500. 2,500 startup industries. If one startup industries, they are giving job opportunities, approximately 5 members. Now you can imagine. That is called the chain of actions. Indirectly, every year, you can imagine within 10 to 20 years, that's what Government of India focused, that before 2047, we can be the developed nation, we can be the Vikshit Bharat, we can be the self-reliance. So, lot of advantages, so I will not go into details. It is getting delay, right? Hello? It's not moving. So every year, 20th May, meteorology, all institutes, they used to celebrate the National Meteorology Day. Every year they used to give some theme. So in 2021, they have given measurement for health. If your measurement is proper, then you are measuring your blood pressure in Coimbatore, you are measuring your blood pressure in Chennai, you are measuring your blood pressure in Tiruchirappalli, everywhere it will be same. So we need a proper measurement. So they have given theme measurement for health, and some of the years they have given measurement for global sales. If I am the factory owner, I got the order of approximately 100 crores from some other developed nation for making 10 centimeter length screw. I was very happy. My industry started making 10 lakhs of, maybe 100 crores of order. Finally, I completed the order. My consignment is ready. I have sent my consignment to the particular nation. After reaching the destination, they never ever accept as it is. Again, they will measure. But unfortunately, instead of 10 centimeter length screw, in their measurement, it was only 9.8 centimeter. Now you can imagine all 100 crores gone waste. So that's what measurement for the global trade. So measurement means you can able to go for, you can able to enjoy for lot of advancements or lot of, betterment for our nation. So NPL, National Physical Laboratory, that is called the National Physical Laboratory India, because the same name of NPL, UK is also there. That's what we used to mention, that NPLI. NPLI, we are coordinating with all the CSIR labs, and we started making variety of reference standards in all the fields. So these are all the product NPL is making, and we are having collaborations with ISRO. We are having MOU. We are having MOU with the civil aviation sector. We are having MOU with banking sector, because nowadays cyber security, because nowadays you are having a lot of frauds, online transactions. Because Indian Standard Time plays an important role for controlling the cyber security. So many of the advantages. So our group, we started making lot of Indian reference materials. Our Honorable Prime Minister recently, maybe before 2 years, he inaugurated the Indian reference materials wing to the nation. And we started making lot of reference standards, and it will act as the import substitution. And in the future, it is going to replace more than 10,000 crores of reference standards. At present, we are purchasing from the foreign nations. That is called the import substitution. Simplest example, maybe I don't know whether it will be useful for you or not, because I have taken powder XRD, how it is giving wrong result. In powder XRD, if you go and then see, there are many parameters. 2 theta is there, intensity is there, your full width of maximum is there. If somewhere, if you are doing some mistake, then what are all the informations you are planning, or what are all the investments, chemicals you have purchased, all will go waste. Finally, what will happen? You will get the confused data. Then what are all the investment you have kept it is going waste. And finally, wrong interpretation and very bad image of our nation. These things. So applications normally for the XRD, it is having n number of applications. For the geological purpose, medical purpose, pharmaceutical applications, material science, thin films, lot of applications. All are based on the powder X-ray diffraction or single crystal X-ray diffraction. These are all the many simple schematic representation for the XRD. Maybe for the MSc students, it may not be suitable to explain. So this is the normally XRD we are using for this type of materials. The earlier I have mentioned that how to identify material A. Material A mean I have to tell that what is the property, what is the melting point, what is the composition, what is the lattice dimensions. Everything I have to explain. Then only I can able to say that this material is having these properties, and I can able to use it for these applications. So this is simplest example, that is 2 theta in the x-axis. If it is getting shifted because of the wrong measurement, how it will affect for the other subsequent peaks. If your full width of maximum is getting wrong, how it will be affected? If your intensity is getting lower or higher, how it is getting affected for your materials properties? So for that, we started making reference standard for the X-ray diffraction. And this is the simplest example I have taken from the NIRF ranking. In India, we are having more than thousands of institutions, lakhs of industries, and then thousands of private institutions. But all the private institutions, all the industries, all government of India under Ministry of HRD, they are having a lot of NITs and then IITs, central universities. Everywhere we are using the X-ray diffraction. That is the simplest example I have taken. If everyone is properly measuring the instrument, then we can able to do wonders in the science and technology. Then not necessary to depend these nations for making our Indian reference standards, for making the reference standards, for making or calibrating your instruments. So we can say that finally, this product is from our own India. This product is from our own nation. This product is from our own soil. I am not going to depend on other nations. I am going towards self-reliance India. I am supporting for the Government of India mission because I am the citizen of India. I got all facilities. What are all the facilities I am enjoying now? Some of our forefathers, they have invented, they have devoted their whole lifetime. But what I am going to do for my next generation? If you calculate our whole total lifespan, if one person is living for 100 years, how many years? 100 years, how many days? How many days? One person is living for 100 years, how many days? 1 year equal to 365 days, right? Multiply by 100, 36,500 days if the person is living for 100 years. Now you are at the age of maybe 20, 21, 22. Maybe we can minus 25. After 75, we can't able to work. That 25, total 50% we have to minus. Remaining days are only 18,000 days. In the 18,000 days, you have to do something for nation, something for our nation. Nothing is impossible in our life. I hope everyone knows about the Stephen Hawking. Stephen Hawking. பார்த்திருக்கீங்களா இல்லையா? எங்க பார்த்திருக்கீங்க? Maybe videos. Stephen Hawking, whenever you are seeing his video, he can't able to speak. He can't able to walk. He can't able to write. But he has done wonders in the science and technology. Similarly, whenever we are talking or whenever we are taking our own examples, G.D. Naidu, Edison of India, he invented many of the products. Thomas Alva Edison, in his name 1093 products. The total lifespan is approximately 18,000 days. Now you can imagine, for inventing 1093 products, how many days he spent. So that's what I used to always ask the youngsters, at least you can do something for our nation. So these are all the products. It is proudly we can say that this is our own nation's product. So we used to release, we used to make the products and then we used to supply this product to the industries for our development of industrial sector. FTIR reference standard, XRD reference standard, scanning electron microscopy reference standard. So we started making, and Government of India through Ministry of Commerce, they have given approximately 31 crore sponsored research projects for making this as the mission in order to replace imports. That is called, we used to say that import substitution. So one thing we have to accept, one thing we have to admit, in our academic system, we are not having proper technology transfer. If you are having very good knowledge, if you are having some new inventions, if you are having some new ideas, but you are not able to do the technology transfers. Technology is there, transfer is possible, but there is no interface, there is no bridging. These things you have to keep in mind. Instead of simply making your project report, You can make your project report into useful one, and later stage you can make as the product, you can make as the technology. That's what we used to say, that all academic institutions, if they join their hands, all the research institutions, if they will support for the academic institutions, then definitely India will become, we should not wait for 2047, maybe within 10 years, maybe within a decade, we can able to reach from developing nation into the developed nation. Startup, if you go and then see, Ola is from some other country, Uber, simple app is from some other country, your social media platform, all, they are ruling other nations, but we are not having our own social media. We are not having our own entertainments. So these things we have to keep in mind. At least we can able to play, we can able to rule in the upcoming generations. So I will not take that much time. So thank you very much. Maybe next speaker is ready. If you are having any other question, maybe we can go for some discussion. Maybe one or two questions. So, excellent proverb. Palamalin solluvom illaya. Thousands of yesterdays irukku illaya. Yesterday we can say, day before yesterday also we can say, right? Millions of tomorrows. I was mentioning that only 18,000 days if you are living for 100 years. Why we have to limit our lifespan? We can keep it for millions of days. Thousands of yesterdays, millions of tomorrows, but only one today. You can't able to spell this today as tomorrow today or yesterday today. Today is only one, and it has already credited in your account. Every day morning you are having 24 hours, 24 rupees. How you are spending? That's what our, today we have to recall the excellent quote by Abdul Kalam. தமிழ்ல பார்த்தீங்கன்னா எக்ஸலண்ட்டாக சொல்லியிருப்பார் அவர். பிறப்பு ஒரு சம்பவமாக இருக்கலாம், ஆனால் இறப்பு ஒரு சரித்திரமாக இருக்க வேண்டும். I hope nobody is asking questions. It is getting delay. So with this, I am thanking organizers again for giving the excellent opportunity. I am wishing my dear friends for your excellent and then bright future. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir, for sharing your insights and expertise with us today. In the symphony of learning, let's indulge in some break and we'll reconvene shortly for more enriching sessions. I request all the students to go for a tea break and be back in the hall by 11:55.
Sanju. Sanju.